Hello, good evening. I've switched to my pink robe for no other reason than the fact that I don't wear the same robe every night. I realized I set a precedent for myself recording these videos in my black robe, and it was definitely a vibe, definitely giving like Kermit the Frog. Alas, I am but a multifaceted, multidimensional being with multiple robes. So I will say one thing I've been thinking about for this channel is like I have to do this every day for the rest of my life. Or like that's the plan at least. Ha 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 ha. Or mentally that's the plan just so I can stay consistent for a longer term than picking this up for 10 days and putting it back down. And I was wondering what that would shape up to be like when my life gets busy or chaotic. And assuming like, oh, just recording for 10 minutes at the end of the night, so far so good, Abe. Partially because my bedtime routine is so important to me as I'm managing my mental health, but today turned out to be a day I didn't expect. I was having such a good day. I went to the 7 a.m. church service, which was so early, but it was such a good time, and I was like, ooh, maybe I can get myself to wake up this early on a regular. And after that, I went to the gym, and then after that, I went to a friend's birthday. And then there was a possibility of me coming back and getting work done and either spending the evening with myself cleaning or going to another friend's thing that I got invited to, but I said I probably wasn't gonna make. And he told me I could pull up late with friends if I wanted to after the thing, the birthday thing. Well, let's just say I got home not too long ago, and yeah, I have a headache, and I'm not the only one who has a headache from the situation. And the crazy part is like it's almost rude of me to say like, oh, I was having such a good day. Now my day is ruined. Not ruined, right? Like you can, maturity is like holding space for all emotions, and all the emotions are I was having such a good day up until like 3:30 p.m. and even after my day turned into an emotionally heavy day, I still wasn't necessarily having a bad day. Like, the situation wasn't even about me. So, am I the one who's really having a bad day, or is there just a lot going on? And do I need to make that my thing? Right? One of the things I learned about myself is in the past years through my behavior, noticing how I perform suffering. Right? Like when there's a situation where I should feel bad or I feel guilty about being happy while this is happening, so I'm going to perform suffering. Not necessarily like, oh, that's like the conscious thought in my head, like, ooh, let's perform suffering, but realizing that like I don't let myself be happy when bad things are happening that I know about near me, and a lot of people don't. That's like a performative culture. I don't know if it's an American thing or in general, but definitely performativeness about like, oh, someone just got shot. How can you be celebrating your birthday when someone just got shot? And it's like, because it's my fucking birthday. That's how. It's like, well, not everything is about you, and not everything is about the person who got shot either. Performative suffering. Anyway, so am I still having a good day? There are a lot of things about the situation that I can be incredibly grateful for, even though the context surrounding it is really bad. Yeah, one of my friends is thinking about calling out of work tomorrow for this family emergency, because we are family now. Definitely family now after all of that. All of this is to say, like, today's a little bit more turbulent. I'm getting home later than expected. I'm tired. I have a headache. I'm not necessarily in the mental state to like reflect on the joys of life. I mean, I don't know if this was ever about the joys of life, but not in the mental state to reflect on life, period. And like, here I am, still showing up. And I can't even speak on the situation that happened because it's not mine to speak on. And I'm learning to be better about not talking about other people's situations, even anonymously, because my close friend said I'm gossip adjacent. And so, you know, the thing about having people around me who love me is I take their feedback seriously. I take a lot of feedback too seriously, honestly, but especially if you're close to me and you care about me, I take that very seriously. And I don't want to be gossip adjacent. So even anonymously on this forum, I will not go into the details of what happened. But it also makes me like stressed from the perspective of like, so then how do I process this? How do I decompress? And one of the things I've learned in the past year that I need to learn how to do is emotionally process on my own. Apparently that's what other adults are doing. They're not just running and talking to a friend until they feel better about it. Making other people do emotional labor. Trauma dumping consensually. Oops. I will say in the pink robe theme, people are like, oops, I'm just a girl. I actually really hate that. Like, what do you mean you're just a girl? You're a grown-ass woman. Girls are just girls. Like, as a culture, I think it's really weird how we infantilize, if that's how you say it, grown women, and then we adultize children. We call girls underage women. We say girls mature faster, naturally, as if that's natural and not fucking forced. And then we take grown women and be like, oh my God, I'm just a girl. Submit, whatever the fuck the narrative is around what grown women should be doing to be less grown. Even physically, like, oh, get rid of your body hair. Get rid of this, get rid of that. It's like, you want me to look like a girl? Creep. So I really just hate the fact that it's like one thing to have men do it to us, it's another thing to do it to ourselves. Every time a woman is like, I'm just a girl. It's like, you're not a girl at all. And even if you were, I'm just a girl. As if being a girl isn't like carrying the whole fucking world on your shoulders. It's like, yeah, I find it disrespectful from both of those perspectives. And then third, the idea that you're using that to get out of responsibility. I'm just a girl. Like, why are you taking on the trope that people like to assign to our gender? Like, oh, we don't know what to do and we need help and blah, 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 blah. We're helpless. Like, yeah. Oh, that shit pisses me off. And I can't, one of the things I've learned in the past years, I cannot control other people's behavior. And I can't let myself get mad at, I just got an email and they misspelled my name. I can't let myself get mad at what other people choose to do or say with themselves. And that will waste so many brain cells trying to evangelize everyone around me. So I just have to let them be ridiculous. I'm just a girl. You're a grown-ass woman. And even if you were just a girl, stop saying that in response to your responsibilities. It's literally, yeah, that's the thing. It's a deflection of responsibility. It's not even about the fact that it's also a gender heavy statement, an age heavy statement. Like, there's so much context to how disgusting those things are. You're only saying I'm just a girl to get out of responsibility. And nothing about saying that actually gets you out of responsibility. It just makes you look stupid. I'm just a girl. I don't know anything. Oops, I make mistakes. I don't know anything. But then if somebody else were to fucking treat you like a ditzy blonde, you'd be like, the disrespect. I'm like, you took that shit upon yourself. That's the identity you provided. I don't like when people pull up on other people with a certain identity and then get mad when they get treated as if they are the identity that they choose to identify with. Do you want the smoke or not? Do you want this to be how I treat you or see you or not? You can't just hop in and out of that. I'm not just a fucking girl. And even if I was just a fucking girl, girls are fucking awesome. So the word just doesn't make sense. The word girl is inaccurate. And I'm just a girl is a deflection of responsibility that's really something I want nothing to do with. But It's been a long day, and I am but a human being. And I wish I had a little bit more support. And that's what the sermon was about today, a supernatural support system. I wish I had a little bit support to decompress at the end of a long day. As a grown ass woman.